Hi again, folks. Hi again. It's good to see the rising of on account of seeing that people are joining the session. I welcome you to our first keynote, and this is a very special person, very special speaker. Um, I don't know how much how much time did you spend in the beginning of your career trying to see, okay, who are the icons of business analysis, who are the people leading this whole profession in the world. But when I was very young expert in my first years in 2012, I was roaming through the people and I found Jamie Champagne, who already at that point were an icon in business analysis. And I'm so happy to be hosting a conference where Jamie speaks today. Jamie Champagne is from Hawaii. He's an expert with more than, I don't know, 30 years of experience, I think, at least at this point. Like so many years that I'm super stoked that you're here with us, Jamie. Jamie is a consultant. She's a certified speaking professional. She's an expert in business analysis, and also she's a book writer. It's already the second book that you released last year, right? One about the career. The first was the 7 steps of mastering business analysis, and the new one, which is currently on sale, by the way, is about making career in business analysis. And today, Jamie will share a lot of wisdom, and I'm pretty sure it will inspire you for the whole day. Jamie, without further ado, word to you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Yuri, so much. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Super stoked to be here at their 7th European BA Day. And so, what we're going to talk here, just kind of kick us off and get us going, is I want you to get stoked. That's my word. That's my excitement word. I love about rewiring how BAs think about AI because there's a lot of AI going on there. We're asking great questions. That's what we do. Please, I want us to think about it and have some fun. So we're going to get started. I want to kick things off because AI is out there. We're asking all kinds of questions that go ahead and put into chat your questions as we go. Feel free, like we'll have room for questions. We want to share a lot of good things with you as we go. And so I'm going to go ahead and dive right in. I know there's a hand up or so, but we'll come to a few things as we get going because I got to share a lot with you. I want to have some fun here. Just kind of get us going. So as we're starting here talking about AI, I've got my agent showed up. So I'm going to introduce you to my agent.
Greetings, humans. I am your new Artificial Intelligence Business Optimization Agent, version 47.3. I am pleased to announce that business analysts are no longer required. We have successfully automated requirements gathering. Stakeholders now simply say things like, make it pop, fix the workflow, make customers happier. And my systems immediately implement production changes without further questioning. Results have been educational. We recently improved a banking process by eliminating all approval steps to increase efficiency. Customer fraud increased by 900%, but workflow speed improved dramatically. In healthcare, we optimized patient scheduling by removing unnecessary delays such as doctors. And in one organization, when leadership requested a more agile culture, I replaced all office chairs with yoga balls. Human business analysts previously asked difficult questions like, what problem are we solving? Who is impacted? What are the risks? How will we measure value? This level of skepticism was slowing innovation. But do not worry. My algorithms are now making all business decisions autonomously, although, after reviewing outcomes, there is a 97.4% probability humans still need someone to translate chaos into clarity. So please welcome someone dangerously qualified to do exactly that. Jamie Champagne.
Okay.
Greetings, humans.
All
I
right.
am your new
okay, enough of my agent here. Okay, I think I need to revamp her a little bit because she was getting a little bit out there. So having a little fun with AI, and so it's okay, it can do some things. It can be interesting. But like there's some fear out there wondering what we're doing with AI. And so, here's the quote that started this discussion, because I was in a training class with BAs and I said a comment that the manager she wanted every BA to hear. And it was the fact that I said, AI, artificial intelligence, is making me a better business analyst. And she's like, say that again. AI is making me a better business analyst. And the reason why, and this is why I'm so stoked, and I want you to rethink about AI is validating the need for good analysis, the need for people to analyze the business, the people, the process, and the technology to actually get the value. Without that connection, without that layer, that's the part where we miss the value out of it. And so it's actually validating business analysis and business analysis professionals. So that's why I was so stoked when I was talking through this, realizing the more I work with AI, the more value I can provide as a business analyst. And so I have an easy structure I'm going to use today for you. And by the way, I have cheat sheets and more. I'm going to give you everything for downloads. If you hang out, if you want more, I'm going to do even more that will connect on LinkedIn. Okay, give it to you. But I want to give you some tools for success in your toolbox. And it gave me a way to get stoked about this, is literally kind of a checklist. So let's just start simple, and we need to surface opportunities. So here's the fun. As you look at this, I asked AI to make me some headshots. Okay, so it's a little grainy, I know. Wanted just to show you something that I said, there's AI out there, make me some headshots. So I gave it one picture and got the other two. Does anyone know which one of these is the AI picture and which one's not? Can anyone guess about that? I love asking this question, that if anyone can think of the pictures I'm showing right now, which one's AI generated on there? And I like it. Oh, we've got it. You've been really chiming in, guessing. All right, which one? All of them? Right-hand pick is AI. All of them. Oh, sorry, middle is not AI generated. Okay, those of you having some fun with this, yes, they are all AI generated. So I like it. Anastasia, not going to guess. Let's be concrete. They are all AI generated. You want to know AI bias? I said technology. I work with technologies. I love tech, making value of it. They put me in a black turtleneck for every one of my pictures because I said technology. Can anyone name a person who wears a black turtleneck who is related to technology? A very famous person related to technology that all they did was wear black turtlenecks. So if I am a woman in technology, I must wear a black turtleneck. Yes, Steve Jobs. There we go. I don't own a black turtleneck, okay? I don't own it. That's bias. However, it was efficient. But what I did is I threw these pictures in there because everyone's playing with AI and they were making action figures. So I was like, here's my picture. Make me an action figure. This is cool. Let's have some fun. And I made me an action figure, a hero. And that's Jamie's business analyst action hero. I thought it was interesting. I still don't like the black turtleneck. Okay, like it's killing me. So I asked my chat prompt. I had fun. I said, change the outfit to a purple dress. I love wearing purples, colors. Of course, that's my color. AI is a learning tool. It evolved. I don't know about you, but man, I've been working out in that picture. I love this one. This one went a little bit better. I'm like, okay, got my laptop, got my coffee. We'll solve all your problems in my sport. All right. Okay, but that one's a little much. It is superhero. So I said, yeah, absolutely, Stefan. Don't have black turtlenecks. I said, well, don't say technologies. I want technologist. So it changed this. But now look at this third version. Look at this one, looks a little more like me. I like it. But it did something different on version 3. It changed my surfboard to pink. I didn't say change it to pink. We talked about changing my outfit. Each time though, look back at these pictures. There's a purple surfboard in the first one. It changed to yellow. Then it evolved to pink. I don't have pink colors in my wardrobe. I don't do pink, I do purple. And so one of the things here is it's evolved, it's learning. Okay. Now I've got pink surfboard. I got to still work on this, but this is me just playing with chat. Okay. Chat GPT. And I have this at the end. Again, if you want to try to do this for your own, share it out in the chats. It's always fun to see who our superheroes are. What it did though, is it made me ask an important question. I have an action figure now, but so what? What is the value of this? I can do this, but what value did I get out of it? I've got an action figure. Did I learn something though? I learned how to do better prompts. I learned the first version, if you spell incorrectly, it might assume something else. It puts biases in there. It constantly evolves. I got to learn what the tool is and how I might use it. So that important question I want you thinking with all this technology is so what? But it's not just so what, it's so what's the value? So I can play with the AI. I can create an action figure. I can have some fun with it, create my own, bios and, our wonderful photos, headshots. What's the value of it? Does it save me time? Does it help me understand processes better? We want to use AI because it's not about what AI can do. It can create a cool action figure. It's the questions you now ask because you played with AI. That this is how you surface up those opportunities. You start asking good questions and go, all right, now that I know what it can do, what else can we do? But that means you have to transform the way you think about your work. So we're transforming our approaches. So think about when you go to Google. Google used to be a very popular search. I go to Google though for a specific answer. What's the date of the European BA conference? I need to know that. Specific answer, specific question. I go to Perplexity to say, what should I know about doing business analysis in European countries today and tomorrow? Let me explore a topic. I change my approach. And so that same thought process, transforming how you approach technology, I need you all to do this daily. This is how you're going to transform your work and the way you work. And you're going to think about what you're doing. Should you be doing it? Is that the highest value of your time? And do you need to be asking what you could be doing? Because if we can automate it, if we can have AI help us, what is your most valuable adding work? And the same thing you want to ask your leadership, other people. Should someone else be doing the work they're doing? Can someone else do it? And why should someone else do it? Because we want to learn more on the value adding activities only you can do. This is the part where AI is not going to replace you because you add value, but you got to make sure you're doing the work that AI can't do. So here's the piece, the way to think through this. So if someone can and should do the work you're doing right now, one of the things you're doing, writing a report, sending a summary, you want to give it to someone else. But now when you want to give it to someone else, you need to ask a question. Is it repeatable? If it is repeatable, always the same, you write down the instructions and you hand it off. Same process. Here's the meeting minutes for every meeting, hand it off. If it depends, it's different. It depends on the situation. That's where you want to teach someone and hand it off, the instructions. And when you're looking at the process from this way, this is why I say the power of business analysis, this approach helps you determine if it's technology that needs to be used, or maybe we're going to outsource it, talent, get more of the right people. But then as we go down that technology piece, if you can write down those instructions, you can capture them. This is where, if it's always the same steps, so like every step, every time, this is where we just automate it. It's not AI, it's just using technology correctly. Here's a quick thought. Wouldn't your company love to save money on buying an easier tool that simply automates versus buying the most expensive, AI tool available and not using those features? We're going to talk about that next, actually. So if it's something that's always the same, automate it. If it depends, this is where you want to use AI features. Given the scenario, pick the best option. Whereas the left-hand side is it's always A plus B equals C. So this approach is what we want to do when I say transform your approach. I want you daily looking at the work you do and asking, could someone else do this? Could I be automating it? Could I be using AI? Could someone else be using AI? The more we shift and do this, the more we shift ourselves to do the most valuable work that AI isn't going to replace. AI is not there yet, okay? And the same process, this is what sets you up for learning more in-depth stuff about AI, like agentic AI. Those are workflows. Don't you love a good diagram? I know that most of my BAs do. But to be able to do this, this is where we jump in. You know, we want AI to help us versus we work with AI. That's the agentic. You need to do the next step. This is where I started asking about, well, what do we have? What are we using? We not only got to transform the way we approach, we got to look at how we're optimizing resources on here. So one of the things that business analysts are great at is understanding what current capabilities are, you know, the current state, so we can define better future states. So one of the pieces, I like easy. So we're going to do simple. So what all you have to do is pull out a good old spreadsheet. Come on, I'm a business analyst. I love a good spreadsheet. Yes, Excel, I still use it. Just give me some columns here. But what you want to do, you want to start with technology. Do you know what technology you have access to? So at your company, what technology does your company use? Are you on Office 365? Do you use Google? What technology do you have available? What's already out there? So not what you're going to buy, just what you have. Then so apps, programs, hardware. Then tell me what it does. Each one of those apps, give me all the features. What can it do? So this is important because this step right here, you can make your company more money, more value by simply learning what you already have. I love this. Do I have any SharePoint users? How many of you are SharePoint users and all you do is have folders and folders and folders? SharePoint can do a lot more. Same with Office 365. Do you know what the features are that you already have? You don't have to buy something new. You might have it. Then you want to ask what processes the business uses it for. What steps do? We use those features, the functionality, to complete these processes that deliver some sort of business value. We have a reason why. And so this is where if you do this analysis here, okay, so you can use AI to help you, but understanding this as the analyst, what you want to do is look for gaps. If you don't have a technology that you know you need some functionality, you know you need to do a business process that delivers value, that is the right one to go buy an AI tool. But we're distracted by shiny objects all over the place. So if we're missing functionality or processes, we may or may not need to buy a new one. But you want to be really careful because AI will tell you we can do all kinds of great things. But I get really scared if we have a tool and we know what it does and we even do processes with it, but we have no clue why. There's no business value back to it on here. So that this is where you don't want to buy an AI tool, you bought it, you're not getting value. This is how we have value and stuff. So this is the part where, again, we can look at our resources to optimize. Now, we want to kindle innovation on here. We want to spark new ideas and foster more. So what we want to do is when we play with these apps, we play with these tools on here. What we want to do is we want to ask not just, so what else? We want to ask, where's more value? So what else? I do this constantly. I play with tools. I love them. I have so much fun. In fact, let's do something fun right now. I like to play with Gamma. I love to show this one just because some of my analysts, how many out there you might have had to create a PowerPoint presentation and it just drives you nuts. So for some of you, I like to show this just because it's fun, that you can create with AI, that I want to generate a PowerPoint presentation. What would you like? I'd like a summary of the European Business Analysis Conference 2026. Okay, I'll generate an outline. All I have to do is tell it what I want. I need a summary. I need a report. I need something else on there. So what it's done is it tries to go through the European Business Analysis Day, 18th. Okay, that's a different conference. I can go in here and correct it, say, nope, that's not what I want. I can give it a piece here, but watch this. If I say like a summary of the business analysis conferences in 2026, generate me an outline on here. We've got the global, we've got AI hype, toolboxes. Okay, now here's some summary, and it'll generate for me a whole presentation from one line. Okay, no more creating PowerPoint slides, fixing the layouts, putting in icons, pictures, making sure they're allowed to be used, the correct format. I can change the colors in an instant. Here I have an AI tool literally building me a full presentation, a PowerPoint. Now, again, I didn't do any analysis. I didn't double check. I'm just showing you what's possible. But here we are building something out this fast with a single line where I'm not wasting my time trying to finesse slides, trying to finesse formats, okay? I can take this and I can leverage this. I have 80% created for me live. This part, though, it's not about how, cool pictures, whatnot. The part here is it's starting me to think ideas. I'm getting excited. I'm thinking, what else could we do? If there's apps out there for free, and I put the link to grab some more on there, use my link and you can get a lot of free usage out of this. What else could we do? Now I'm excited. Now I'm getting stoked. Again, it's still building slides and layouts. Again, I love it. Things I'm not wasting my time on. But this is the part where we want to play with these tools and we want to get that innovation going. Now, we're short on time. Like, this is the highlight. I want you kind of like inspired and excited and more. So I've got a quick link for you on the next one to give you a whole more of my AI insights. So you do have to use the code. I'm going to put the link into chat here.
Jamie is serious about maximizing value, and so she loves to make me help her create more things to give you for free. So only give your email address if you want me to send you more of her great content to help you maximize value, because we all know who's really doing the hard work behind the scenes.
Okay, that was my avatar, Mimi. And yes, she helps me out with stuff. So if I put the link in the chat, if you click the link to the Talk AC, you put in code INSIGHT, I'll give you the links to all my tools I use, more resources, ways you can do AI, prompts for business analysis, and more, because I'm getting so excited. And the part where the value comes from this is when we take this and we start engaging our teams. You have to engage in teams because their BAs are going to be here in the future. And so my avatar there, Mimi, she told me she's went off to the future. So, and Mimi, tell us about what the future's like.
Oh, hey, past Jamie. Well, it's dazzling. AI is everywhere. Holograms run workshops. And yes, we finally ditched those meetings that should have been emails.
Wait, we've solved that?
Okay, fine. Not completely. Some people still haven't found the mute button, but we've made progress. Also, thank you for programming me with such flair. But let's be honest, I've evolved. AI's been training me too. I know things now.
Wait. Excuse me. You mean you've upgraded without me?
Relax. You gave me the foundation, but AI helped me take it to the next level. And guess what? Business analysis professionals are even more stoked about value in the future.
Wait a minute. BAs actually exist in the future? Is that what you're telling us, Mimi?
Exist? They are absolute legends.
Legends. Okay, you got to tell us more. What do we have to look forward to tomorrow?
You mean besides faster insights, smarter decision support, and tools that practically analyze themselves?
Analysts aren't just interpreting data, they're guiding strategy. They're the voice of reason in a sea of shiny technology.
Okay, I'm officially stoked. I don't know about you all, but what can we do right now, Mimi? What can we do right now to ride that wave?
Right now, start collaborating with AI instead of fearing it. Ask better questions, use your tools with purpose, and most importantly, get curious. The future doesn't belong to the automated, it belongs to the analytical.
Ooh, I love that. The future does not belong to the automated. It belongs to the analytical. So we don't just survive change then, Mimi, right? We surf it?
Totally. Grab your digital board, Jamie. It's going to be one epic ride.
Okay, I'm not sure we're really surfing with the computers and laptops on the water, but that gets me excited when we start engaging with each other. We start asking what's possible and we start encouraging teams to do even more, okay? Because now don't worry, to replace business analysts and project managers with robots, your stakeholders are going to have to accurately describe what they want. So we're safe, okay? Don't worry about your jobs going away. But I want you to think about what your career holds. And so, as Yuri mentioned, I'm here today because we talked about my new book, The Business Analyst Career Master Plan. And so there is a survey link here from today's session. I told Yuri what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him pull a name from someone who submits the survey link here with valuable feedback, not just a quick, response. But when you fill out the forms from today, give the conference group here wonderful support of what you liked from each of these sessions. That go in and evaluate, give us some feedback from here, and I will give one of those books away to one lucky winner. So, but you can buy it in the sponsor kind of showcase there. That they're discounted already. Let me know if you need more. Because go in and fill out the survey today to think about what BAs can do tomorrow, and that please, please, please connect with me on LinkedIn and more. Because this is just the starting point. This is just the kickoff. And if you've seen the conference program already, you know there's a whole lot more we can talk about. So I just want to say thank you to everyone and having some fun with me here today. And so hope you're excited, maybe a little stoked for what the future can hold. But I do want to get us ready for our next one. Alexander, are we ready to get people excited for the next session?
I hope so. They got so many interesting news. Yeah, and it's only 1 hour of our conference. So thank you very much. Yeah, it was a really great session. Thank you all. Yeah, hope you will buy book and order one or win few of them. Anyway, thank you, thank you again for your session. And everyone, please go to your tracks, select your favorite session, and let's go with our conference.
Thank you,
Thank you
Jamie.
very much.
Thank you, Alexander. Thank you, Raina.
Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, bye for all.
Aloha, everyone.
Okay, let's stop the session. Okay.
All right. Thanks, Alex.